All praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
All right, I'd like to say peace and safety to all the Akim scattered across the four corners. All right, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. All right. So I'd like to give citation to all those brothers that are pushing their word in sincerity and in truth.
I'm about to say God speaks to our Akim also.
God speak. Come. All right, and all the Gentiles, those who don't know that they're Israelites. All right, those that spoke of in Revelation 7.
The scattered
right?
abroad.
Scattered abroad, man. All right, no matter how a brother might look. All right, if he go back to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, you're an Israelite. All right, and that's who the Lord is coming back to deliver, the Israelites. All right. And this just a bookmark to show you who they are, but they scattered across the four corners. All right, because these people on this side went in captivity all over the earth. All right, so you got our people amongst the Africans. All right, the so-called Negroes over here in America, not Africans. All right, nor Americans. They Israelites from the tribe of Judah. All right,
Egypt.
Starting with Egypt, Syria. So we got people from Egypt. All right, that look like Egyptians. All right, and that's what the scriptures talk about when it talks about those Greeks. All right, that's not talking about.
The scripture talks of all people.
The scripture talks of all people. Yes, it does talk to all people, but when it's dealing with salvation,
all God, we're all the same.
But listen,
it's not all the same.
Salvation. When
no,
it's dealing with salvation,
it's not scripture.
With one people.
God, yes, it is.
No, we're not all the same.
Hey,
what scripture is that?
Just kidding. God's.
No, it's not a scripture in the Bible.
We are all the same.
It's not a scripture in the Bible.
In His eyes, yes, we are all the same.
Well, we deal with truth up here, though.
But we're dealing with salvation. When the Lord returns, this is who that's dealing with. It's not dealing with all people. The Bible is a history book, and it talks of all nations. Listen what I'm saying. The Bible is a history book, and it deals with all nations. But dealing with salvation, these are the only people that's dealing with salvation.
That were in place at that time.
Get what you got. Get what you got.
It says, all this I have spoken before thee, O Lord.
We're going to see what the Bible says.
Because thou madest the world for our sake.
See, the world was made, all right, for Israel's sake. Watch this. Go ahead.
As for the other people.
As for what?
As for the other people.
The other nations.
Which also come of Adam.
They all come from Adam. Listen.
Thou hast said they are nothing.
They are nothing.
But be like unto spittle.
So dealing with salvation, they are nothing. This is not for them.
She said it's not the Bible, dog.
The Bible, no, it's not.
It's the Bible.
Okay, what version are you reading out of?
It's King James 16.
Get Revelations.
That's what it is. That's the Bible.
Hey, what's the chapter and verse, man? So she can.
Let's get Revelations.
What language was the Bible written?
Hebrew and Greek.
We talk about it's salvation for everybody.
Hebrew and Greek.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay.
Acts.
And what type of people are Hebrew? What type of people are Greek?
What you mean? What type of people are Hebrew and Greek?
Well, I mean, you all get racist about it.
Let's see.
Who's racist about it?
I mean, why was the racist?
God is racist.
You just brought it into it.
Watch this. Let's
show racism.
Let's show racism.
Acts 5:29.
5:29. Listen.
Then Peter.
Why did he do that? Not because of race.
You have to listen to the Bible. Listen.
But he didn't do that because of race.
Then Peter.
He did that because of their belief.
Then Peter
and other apostles.
Answered
and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
So let's see what God said.
The God of our fathers.
The God of our fathers, of the Israelites.
Obey God rather than men.
Raised up who you call Jesus.
It don't matter. You can go get angry. It ain't gonna matter.
Go ahead.
Him had God exalted.
That's good. Good idea.
To be a prince and a savior. For to give repentance to Israel.
Say it so I can hear you.
And forgiveness.
What was that? What'd you say? What did you say?
Now let's get back into our
I didn't hear what you said. Speak up so I can hear you.
Revelation 18.
I can't hear you. Come over here. How you gonna walk away and have a conversation while you walking away? That's disrespectful. Come over here and say that though. Come over here.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, man. You gotta speak up.
You know they just gotta do what they gotta do.
We finna talk about them. Babylon chapter 1.
That's it. Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven.
Dealing with prophecy. All right? Come on with it.
Having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory.
Talk about Yahweh Shai.
Salaki, that was Esau, by the way.
Esau.
Yeah, come on.
Babylon.
Come on.
All right?
Come on.
Go ahead.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
See, and then when they fall, that's what it means. Esau won't have the luxury to walk up to Jake and question Jake about the Bible, because that's not their heritage. That's our heritage.
That's right.
All right. That shit they learned about God so loved the world like He loved all nations. Everybody's the same.
Right.
They learned that from the Pope, man. From Catholic.
That's paganism.
That's paganism from the Catholic Church,
That's right.
man. That's a doctrine of devil.
That's right, man. That's not what King Nimrod passed on by his
Come on.
father Cush.
Yeah, it started. You
Tammuz,
right, brother.
and then you got Bacchus. It's all the same
Same
entity
spirit.
who coming back for the whole world. Jesus Christ Superstar is a coming out with that live stuff. Talk about the Lord coming back for everybody. That's paganism. That's not the Lord of the Bible coming back for Israel. According to the
And that's
scripture.
what he was going back to, that Tower of Babel.
That's right.
With Nimrod, that's where that started from.
That's right.
That everybody be one. All right?
Yes, sir.
That ain't how the Lord get down. We just proved that repentance is just for Israel.
That's right.
All right? That's clearly a separation.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice,
Go ahead.
saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen.
Babylon the Great is fallen. Babylon is a symbolic for the nation of Esau, which is the nation of the so-called white man, woman, and child. That's who that's speaking of. Not one particular group of them, not one particular place. All right? Remember, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? We got to remember that. All right? We got to remember that second Ezra. Babylon is fallen. Let's get the precept, second Ezra. What that is, 76? Second Ezra 76. Babylon the Great is fallen. All right, we're gonna show you what that Babylon is referring to. Come on with it.
Second Ezra 76.
Read.
There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field.
6 and 7.
6 and 7.
6 and 7.
Come. Second Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of time?
What shall be the pardon asunder of time? All right, go ahead.
Or when shall be the beginning of the first and the beginning of it that followed?
That's the pardon asunder of time. What shall be the end of the first and the beginning of that follows? All right, talking about what? Eon. All right, aged. All right, age. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob
Stop right there. From Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. That's what I told that Edomite woman.
Come.
If you're not one of the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, this salvation ain't pertaining to you.
That's right.
The Bible, a history book, yeah, all nations spoke of.
That's right.
But when it's dealing with salvation, it's only dealing with one people. Let's get it.
The Lord said the rest of you spit it.
It's spit. Go ahead.
When Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand first the heel of Esau.
But Jacob and Esau, the so-called white man, Babylon, that's Esau. Jacob is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? That's Jacob. So when Jacob and Esau was born, Jacob's hand held Esau's foot. Let's see what that means. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
The white man is the end of the world. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginner of it and fall.
And the so-called black man, Latino man, all right, and Native American man is the beginning of it that follows. So when you going back to Babylon, dealing with Revelation 18, you can go back there. All right.
They was arguing.
Dealing with Revelation 18, when it talks about Babylon is falling, all right, it's referring to Edom. All right, the so-called white man, woman and child, they're going to fall from power, from rulership. That's what the Bible is talking about. That's what.
Why didn't you say that during slavery? Why wasn't that said during slavery?
And he cried mightily.
Hypocrites, man.
Revelation 18. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is falling.
The Edomites are falling from rulership. That's what's going to happen when the Lord returns. So pertaining to that show, what's the name of that show? You said that's coming out, the show with John Legend?
Oh, no, Jesus Christ Superstar.
So according to them, all right, saying that the Lord ain't coming back, and really that's a Khazarian doctrine.
That's right.
That's what the Khazars believe.
That's right.
All right?
Lord Weber is
that the Lord just died,
gone.
and he ain't coming back.
Wow.
Jesus Christ Superstar talking through the eyes of Judas. So it's blasphemy already going on.
Gone.
Gone.
And at the end of Jesus Christ Superstar, Yahweh Shah dies on the cross, and that's it. What they trying to...
That's what's in the Talmud.
Yeah, it's come.
That's in the Talmud. He's in hell right now, That's what they say.
Wow.
He in hell right now. That's what the Jews believe.
That's right, bro.
All right, the Jewish.
That's wickedness, man.
We should be, if you believe
And that's
in the
why
Lord,
they call it wicked.
we should be coming up against Jesus Christ Superstar, man.
That's right.
That's a wicked doctrine.
That's part of those false.
That's actually a stumbling block, man.
Come on. You know, they tell you
And
about-
the many Jakes, like you say, they got John Legend playing the role of Jesus Christ.
Right.
All right,
Before
so
they were Edomites, but yeah, this one is
now they got John Legend, the most feminine
Come.
Jake you can find.
And they talk about Mary Magdalene and Jesus having a relationship, a sexual relationship too, which is going off, of course, again.
Oh, just like which is going off talking about the Pope. You got Tahara Shah just did a video saying that the Pope, this is the name and the title of the video, the Pope says there's no hell. All right, everybody go to the place of rest. All right, we proved it many times. Didn't we prove it?
You want me to get the scripture?
we-
What's it, torment?
Nah, we're gonna get it on them.
Okay, cool.
Because all this stems from what we dealing with, Babylon.
That's right.
This is the confusion, because Babylon means confusion.
That's right.
A lot of brothers want to get away from that part of it. That's what it means. All right, and the so-called the so-called white man, which are the Edomites, they're set up to confuse and deceive the nations. This is their job. That's why they go back to the spirit of the serpent, man. All right, in the field. That's why they referred to as devils, deceivers, man.
So like that
Mark of Cain, man. To deceive, because he tried to deceive the Lord. When the Lord asked Cain, where's Abel? Yeah, he tried to deceive the Lord. He said he didn't know.
He didn't know.
Yeah, he said he didn't know. All right?
That's right.
So this is what Babylon means, man. And this is where all the globe theory come from. God so loved everybody theory come from. Okay? The homosexuality, that there's no place of torment, that Yahweh Shai is not going to come back, is not going to return to the earth. All these doctrines, all right, it come from Edom, Babylon, who is set up to confuse you. And you got brothers within Israel that teach these doctrines. All right, you got brothers that teach about planets. All right, you got brothers that teach about the globe Earth. All right, you got brothers teaching against the scriptures when the rich man went to a place of torment, but the Pope come out and say, oh, there's no hell, and you had Tahara Shah agreeing with him, saying that, oh, he must be listening to Great Millstone. Anything to exalt Great Millstone, man. All right, and the scriptures ain't dealing with that. So read what you got, brother. That Babylon 18.
And it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils.
And has become the habitation of devils. So according to these guys' doctrines, so if it's referring to America, so devils gonna inhabit America, like what? That don't make no sense, man. All right, right now, Israel has failed, and we are the habitation of devils. All right, read the next quote. Deceivers.
Deceivers in this.
Read what you got.
Come on, it says, and the whole of every foul spirit.
And the whole, when you look up the word whole, the whole go back to a habitation. And the whole of every foul spirit, that's what that devil means. All right? And every foul spirit, that twerking spirit, that spirit of whoredism, all right? That spirit of being a coon, that spirit of being a murderer, all right? Every foul spirit, all right? Israel is the whole of every foul spirit right now. But when Babylon fall, when Esau fall, they gonna be the whole and the habitation of every foul spirit. That's the right understanding to that, man. All right? Foul spirit's not gonna be walking around in America after it's destroyed with nuclear weapons. That don't make no fucking sense. Period. Read what you got,
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Is a cage a habitation?
Come on, man.
Read on, now.
Come on,
Read.
For all nations
have
drunk of the wine of the wrath of her from the
all nations, include you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all have drunk of the wine, meaning the philosophies. All nations have drunk of the wine of their philosophy.
According to the scripture, nations in the Bible talking about people.
It's talking about a race. That's what the word
all
nation means.
People. Once again,
have drunk of the wine, all right, of the so-called white man.
Not
all
just
right?
the people in America. You got people in Australia who believe in NASA.
Exactly.
Who look at it
in Africa, all over the earth.
All over the earth.
Okay.
You go to Thailand, they got oil and all this.
They got Catholic Church over there. They got Catholics.
It's wicked, man.
That's one part of the her wine that has been drunken by all nations. And like I say, mainly you niggas on the side, and you Latin tribes mostly. All right. You Latin tribes too. All right, you ain't off the hook. Y'all drinking the wine of the wrath of her fornication too. He say all nations. He ain't include Israel. All right, go ahead with it.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
The earth is a globe. All right, you had Tahara Shah, even supposed to be a shepherd of Israel. This man said, you know the two twins, the white boy that went up in heaven, he got a twin. And the so-called, the white boy who so-called went up in heaven that worked for NASA, they got a twin. They bald head, and he went up. He supposed to be in the space station. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
The Edomite, he supposed to grew a couple new DNA. And this nigga believe that shit.
Oh yeah, I know you said.
Yeah, the new DNA. He got new DNA. And
so they cracked the firmament, huh?
Yeah, they cracked the firmament.
The spirit of the firmament.
Yeah, they
get out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that, man.
Come on, man. Read what you got out.
The Lord got to keep the firmament. And the kings of the earth.
Have
committed fornication with her.
Have committed fornication with Babylon, with the so-called white race. All right. All right, come on.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich.
And the businessmen
That's right.
of every nation get rich. All right, off what?
Through the abundance of her delicacies.
Off the abundance of her delicacies. When you look up that word delicacy, it means luxury.
Gone.
So I asked the question: Is the so-called white race only living in luxury in America?
Right.
Is the so-called white man only living in luxury over there in Rome and the Vatican? No, all over the earth. Remember, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
That's right.
You got to remember that. All right, go ahead, up.
It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Come out of her. All right, my people. That's the voice of the archangel. Spoke of in what the scripture that is in Thessalonians 4:16. He coming with the voice of the archangel. All right, come out of her, my people. Come on.
That ye be not partakers of her sin.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Who sinned?
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
And that's not a physical exodus, man. That's spiritually, man.
That's spiritually.
Come. Don't be no homosexual.
Don't
be a murderer to your brother.
Don't believe in the globe.
Don't believe in the globe, man.
Come.
Believe in the precept, man.
Okay. Don't follow what the Pope say.
Come.
Talking to you, Elder Tahar. You know.
It's simple, man.
Yeah, that's simple, man. Because you drinking the wine of the wrath of our fornication by teaching that, right? If you believe what the Pope said, according to there's no torment after death, you believe you drinking the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Babylon, you confused, bro. You confused, bro. Go ahead.
You can do whatever you want to do on the earth.
Exactly, bro.
Because ain't no hell.
Ain't no gonna happen to it after we die. We can be fucked up.
Exactly.
Why would teach the Bible? We can smoke some weed and drink.
Yeah, I could go
Snow some powder, you know what I'm saying? Sell a kilo, you know what I'm saying?
I could teach lies.
Come on, man. Niggas is tripping.
False prophet.
Come on, man.
But the rich man, all he did was not look out for a brother.
For his own brothers.
That's
Right,
all, that
come.
was his and he went to torment, bro.
But
So how much
that's a
more you
commandment. Love the Lord your power with all your heart, soul, and mind, and your neighbor as yourself.
So how much more you blaspheming the Holy Spirit?
Come.
All right? How much more you blaspheming the Holy Spirit? Meaning this truth, man. All right? What this book say? Because remember, Yahweh Shai is the word.
Come on. That's 1 John 1:1 and 1:14. It's a lot, bro.
See, the Most High gets you.
Yeah.
He say you can deny him and deny Yahweh Shai, but if you deny the Holy Spirit, there's no repentance, right?
That's right.
But the Holy Spirit is the word, which
Come.
is Yahweh Shai.
Come. Not 1 John, St. John. It's a
You
lot.
know? So by you niggas denying the word, man, you denying the Holy Spirit, man.
That's right.
All right, by saying that there's no place of torment after death. You drinking the wine of the wrath of the fornication of Babylon, bro.
That's right.
That's what you doing, man. Let's read on.
It says, for her sins,
Her sins, Babylon's sins, referring to a people and not a place. All right, it's not referring to America. It's referring to the Americans. All right, we can't stress that enough. All right, it's not referring to the Australia. It's referring to the Australians. All right, it's not referring to Europe. It's referring to the Europeans, man. All right, that's what it's referring to, man. A people and not a place, man. This symbolic, man, for the nation of Edom. The brother read it in 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Esau, people is the end of the world. Is the end of the world, man. That's who's gonna fall in Revelation 18 and 2. Go ahead.
Come on.
Come on.
For her sins have reached into heaven,
Read.
and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities.
Come on, man.
It says, reward her even as she rewarded you.
Reward her. How did the so-called white man reward us, man? He put us in slavery. All right? He rewarded the people on this side with slavery, captivity, harsh captivity. All right?
Well, let's talk about those who go into captivity.
Yeah, come. Isaiah 2. I think what
Who took
Isaiah
us in
what 14?
captivity, America or the Edomites?
Come on, man.
So it wasn't no slaves over there in Australia, wasn't no slaves.
Right.
In Africa, it wasn't no slaves in Europe.
Barbados
Wasn't no
was
slaves in Europe.
Barbados was one of the first slave ports, man.
It was slaves
Yeah, come.
in Europe, man.
Come.
So not only America is drunken with the blood of the saints.
All those Australians that's over there, man, are not indigenous to their land.
That's right.
Okay.
That was actually a prison colony, actually.
Gone. That's right.
See, when you see an Australian now, you're going to see a so-called white man. You're going to see an Edomite. Why? And that goes back to what? Confusion.
Right.
That goes back to the word Babylon.
Come.
All right? This is simple, man. This is very simple, man.
So-called, what you call black people, we are indigenous to all lands, man.
That's right.
We was invaded, man. The people that's in Britain they're not the real British.
What about the Scottish, man? You got right.
Scotland means black.
That
Black
word
land.
literally means black.
Land,
That's
man.
right.
All the kings of Scotland were black people, man.
Black
Every last one of them, man.
Going back to King James.
Even up to the last one, Idi Amin. Salah.
Yeah.
Come.
And we all know King James. Everybody know King James.
That's right.
That was a so-called black man.
That's right.
From the tribe of Judah.
And what happened around it, for a little history, for the scholars out there, it was a little
Yeah,
history.
come.
With that time period, it was a race war. And they kicked us out of the land of Britain and Scotland.
Come.
A dude named
And the
Angelo
Lord sent the
Caldwell.
plagues too.
And-
And it-
yeah,
it
come.
Bubonic plague. Yeah, the Lord sent the
And that took a
plagues
lot of
too.
our people
They
out.
took a lot of them out, man.
Come on, bro. So we got another history.
And that's why
about
they call it the Dark Ages, man.
Dark Ages, bro.
All right? That's why they call it that. But
That's why you see
Yeah.
that the white man wasn't reborn until about the 1800s when he took out his power.
Come.
The true rulership.
to fulfill this
Come.
part of the game.
That's right, man.
All right?
So there's a little history.
To fulfill revelations.
Come.
All right? So the Lord can fulfill prophecy and come back and take this devil out of power. All right? Just like he did with Pharaoh.
Yep.
So his name can be known and he can be exalted in the earth. That's why the Lord is going to do this.
God.
So everybody can know him and know his name and fear him.
If you believe in the Bible, it's simple, yeah.
Read what you get.
It's simple, right? Come on. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
How we going to reward her? With slavery.
Come.
With hardcore slavery. That's how we going to reward the so-called white man.
Double.
Because that's how he rewarded us.
Double.
Slavery.
Come.
So the Lord God said, reward the so-called white man as she rewarded you.
Double.
Oh, man, that's fair, man.
That's fair.
That's
That's
more than
fair,
fair.
man.
Yeah, God. That's
That's justice, man.
yeah, come on. That's righteous judgment, man.
That's righteous. That is righteous judgment, man. What he say? Read that part again. We're gonna give you an example of righteous judgment, fairness.
That's right.
Something you can't find in this world.
Come.
Read it.
It says, reward her even as she rewarded you.
Reward the so-called white man as he rewarded the Israelites.
Come.
That's fair.
Most High's a just balance, man.
Yes, man.
Come on, man.
A just power. All right.
It says, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Double.
Double. So you gonna have to pay back just like he do with us right
Come
now.
on.
Somebody gotta be like keeping up.
That's
Because
right, bro.
If we touch Esau,
Yeah.
Cain,
Cain.
we gonna pay sevenfold.
That's right.
So it's fair.
It's fair, bro.
So when y'all go down,
Come on.
y'all gonna pay double.
That's right.
Yeah, righteous judgment.
That's
Yeah,
righteous
man.
judgment right there, man.
But we being racist though.
We are racist. Because we just for the people.
We for Israel.
Let's
Come.
prove God racist.
Come.
And moreover, the elect, man, whoever they might be,
We gonna
scattered to the
prove
four corners of the
God
earth.
is racist, man. That's in the Bible, man. God racist. He only for his people.
That's right.
Go ahead, read that.
Deuteronomy 7:6.
7:6.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord.
Talk about the people on the side, a separate people, because the word holy means separate.
Come.
Right? That's all it means.
Not
Meaning you
God.
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are separate from everybody else.
That's right.
And it's clear
That's
that
right,
you
supposed
are.
to be.
Because even in wickedness, they take wickedness to another level.
That's right.
So people like these people. That's why going back to Revelation 18, they are the habitation of devils. Right now, Israel
Right.
are the habitation of devils. And the whole in the cage of every foul spirit. Look on YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll see every foul spirit. Come out the land of downtown at night. You'll see every foul spirit. But when Babylon fall, they gonna be the cage and the habitation and the hole of every foul spirit. All right, Edomites gonna be twerking online. All right, telling their husband they ain't gonna listen to them. You see what I'm saying? That's what that mean, bro.
Right.
That's what that mean, man. That ain't talking about no spirits walking around in the desert land of America once it's destroyed by nuclear weapons, man. That's a fucking damnable heresy, man. All right, read what you got. That's crazy. That's insane, man.
It says the Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people.
So the Lord chose Israel to be special, but like the brothers say, they want to say we racist, but God racist.
That's right.
So I am racist, come in the spirit of the Lord.
That's right.
Like the gospel song say, be in the spirit of the Lord. I'm in the spirit of the Lord. All right.
You don't like that, hear that. Your whole life, you been telling me. Now all of a sudden, white people want to come together.
Yeah, now they want to come
all
together.
of a sudden.
All these
God
years,
love everybody.
Tomorrow we all equal. She just walked past and said we all equal.
Say that through slavery.
Right. What was all of that then when we was
should've said that,
we was in captivity and chains?
We needed a little mercy.
Now the tables unturned. You know what I'm saying? The Most High took the yokes off our neck and them curses starting to roll over the y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta be brothers. Oh, it ain't gonna happen, bro. Too late for that.
To inhabit them.
That's right. Come on.
That's why you just about to find food, man, because the land cursed. All the land where Esau is getting cursed.
That's right.
Food won't grow. Crops won't grow.
That's that famine. That's one of them spirits. That's that black horse.
Ain't no
Revelation.
Hey.
And he bugging out all the males, man. Look at all the school shootings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a curse.
Come on.
The Lord, he turning that wheel, man.
That's right.
Slowly but surely. And we're going to know when that first woke kick in, not World War I. We dealing with prophecy over here, okay?
That's right.
We dealing with history.
That's right.
The book of Revelations, man. All right? Chapter 9. When that first woke kick off, we'll know. All right? And I want to deal with that World War III that they bring out. They say the third woe is World War III. But we went into it last week. We're going to be delivered in 6.
Come.
And in 7.
No evil shall touch thee.
But we're supposed to be waiting on World War III. Implying that Woe 1 already happened.
Right.
Implying that Woe 2 already happened. That's what that's implying if we waiting on World War III now. Man, these guys, hey, y'all losing it, bro. Y'all losing it.
Come.
Y'all guys ain't sharp, man. Y'all losing it. Y'all ain't got the what?
You ain't got the juice. You ain't got the juice no more, man. Come on, man.
I'm saying.
And we say that humbly, man. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, y'all repent.
Yeah, Lord willing, the brothers repent. Come. You right.
But bro say y'all ain't got the juice no more, man. That's a factual statement. Humbly, we say that.
But they don't. And it's the truth.
We give the glory to Yahweh.
They come.
And he always had the juice. He just had to raise up certain men to come out here and bring it out the way he wanted brought out.
Come.
You know? Them guys too busy exalting themselves. See, we out here to exalt Yahweh Shah, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man.
Everything.
All right?
Elements, wild beasts.
Come.
All the four source spirits.
All of it.
Everything.
We ain't ashamed of his word.
Don't be ashamed of the gospel.
The hailstone.
The hailstone.
See what you got?
It says, God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So the Israelites, the special people, all right? That's the point, all right? The Lord is racist. We racist, all right? And that's just the point. Get over it. We can go back to the
talk about
Revelation.
Jesus. When you call Jesus Christ, I come for my people.
For my people.
How many times you say that?
How many times the Lord say go smite them other nations?
Come.
All right?
Quick,
don't make no covenant with them. Don't marry their daughters. All right? The son, don't marry their sons.
That's right.
All right? But what? Israel is the hole in the cage and the habitation of every foul spirit. So they do these things. All right, go ahead.
Quick scripture. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. For there must be also heresies among you.
And that's them damnable heresies, man. What's up, brother? Shalom.
Shalom.
That's those damnable heresies that the scriptures talk about. All right? Amongst who? Amongst the circle, man.
Come, the
people on this
circumcision. That's
side,
right.
But not all Israel, the circumcision.
That's right.
All right? So that's why the Lord commanded Ezekiel to prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
That's right.
Why? Because the shepherds was teaching heresies
That's right.
amongst the congregation. Come on with it.
That they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
Come on. You got more on that?
That's it.
Okay. Can you break that down too, huh?
Come.
That's it. Come. Is that all right?
Go ahead.
Okay. Revelation 18 and 7. How much she glorified herself.
How much who? The so-called white race. Starting with, okay, they the Hamites. They the Egyptians.
Come.
They the Israelites.
Come.
All right?
Come.
They even the last samurai. All right?
In a movie, they tell you
They cracked the firmament and been in the heavens.
that Jesus Christ.
That's exalting yourself.
He's the Lord on the earth.
And that's, get that Obadiah. Let's show so much has she exalted herself. Remember that. Let's get the precept in Obadiah chapter 1. And start from the top.
The vision of Obadiah.
Come on.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom.
Thus says the Lord concerning the so-called white man.
We have
Edom.
heard a rumor from the Lord,
We heard a rumor from the Lord.
and an ambassador is said among the people.
Read.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Who is talking about? Edom?
Come.
All right, come on.
It says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Come on.
Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thy heart
The pride of the so-called white man, woman, and child heart. Go ahead.
hath deceived thee.
Read.
Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock,
Come on.
whose habitation is high,
Read.
that said in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground? That sound
Exalting itself,
that sound
right?
like Donald Trump right there, man.
Come.
That sound good.
But that sounds like exalting itself.
That's all Esau.
That's all he saw.
Come on.
Do thou exalt thyself?
They what?
Exalt thyself.
Go back to the Revelation 18. Let's see who was talking about. That was talking about Esau,
That's
right?
what it says.
Now go back.
Edom.
Go back to that Revelation 18 and what that was about 8, 7. Okay.
How much she have glorified herself. How much she have glorified herself.
Esau,
Come.
Edom.
How much she have glorified herself
Come on.
and lived deliciously.
Come on.
And so much in her heart, I see a queen.
Go back. I think it says exalt in the previous verse. Let's get that word exalt in the previous verse. I think that's 7 or 6.
Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation 18, 7 and 6. Where it says something. I heard it. Go ahead. Revelation 18, 7 and 7.
How much? It says how much?
Go ahead, 6.
6. Okay. It says reward her, even as she rewarded you,
Okay.
and double unto her double according to her work.
Come on.
In the cup which she have filled to her double. How much she have glorified herself.
How much she have glorified herself, exalted herself. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, all right, referring to Edom, the so-called white race, man,
And live deliciously.
and live deliciously in luxury, all right, because they have the best of everything.
That's right.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
So much torment, you can't torment a place. All right, referring to Edom, man. Go ahead.
For she said it in her heart, I see a queen,
Exalting herself once again.
and am no widow,
Read.
and we shall see no sorrow.
Hey, man, like the brother said, that sounds like Donald Trump, man.
Come on.
That sounds like the Edomite. That's just the spirit of Esau.
That's all I do.
Yeah, you.
That's all of
Right.
it. That's all of it.
That's the spirit of Esau. That's the spirit of a regular Edomite walking down the street.
They better.
Who gonna take us down to the ground?
Quick scripture, bro. This is Job 40 and 12. Look on everyone that is proud and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place.
So it said, bring them low. Babylon the Great is falling.
Come.
Where they falling? To the ground.
Come.
All right? Low. They gonna be low, man. Meaning in the low estate. All right, come on.
That back in the 90s.
Revelation 18.
Yeah.
7.
Come on with it.
It says, how much she have glorified herself
Go ahead.
and have lived deliciously.
So this is symbolic for the so-called white man, woman, and child. They the ones living deliciously. They the ones glorify themselves on the earth, man. All right? And say they the Lord, man, or even say they the great men of the scriptures. They Abraham. All right? They Isaac. They Moses. All right? They exalt themselves, man. They the Egyptians, man. They everybody great on earth, man. No, the so-called white man is the Greeks, Alexander the Free. All right, and the scriptures say, let's get Maccabees 1 in verse 9. You go gonna show you who the so-called white man is, man, in the Bible. All right.
You started 101.
Yeah.
109.
Yeah.
First Maccabees 1:9. And after his death,
He talk about Alexander the Free. All right. Go ahead.
they all put crowns upon themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So did their sons after them many years.
Many years. Go ahead.
And evils
And evil.
were multiplied in the earth.
Evils was multiplied in the earth when the so-called white people took power. This is referring to Alexander the Greek. All right. When they took power, the Bible say that evils increased in the earth. Go
We
ahead.
start first Maccabees 1. Bring it out. It says, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip,
Alexander the freak,
Alexander the Great, y'all know his history.
and they exalt this man.
Cool.
He's exalted, amongst Esau.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
The Macedonian, he was an Agite. He was
Edomite.
seed of Amalek. That's what the Macedonian was.
Mhm.
Who came out of the land of Chittim, had smite Darius the king of the Persians and Medes, who was so-called black.
And that go back to
Come,
the vision Daniel had.
come,
All right.
come, come.
That's go back to the vision. See, Daniel had that vision of the so-called white man rising up into power. All right.
And it talks about these people had a different blood with the Persians. They were different. Come. It says, had smite Darius the king of the Persians and the Medes, and he reigned instead the first over Greece.
See, that's when the so-called white man came into power. All right.
And made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth.
Yep, and start killing and ravishing the earth. This is the so-called white man who our people love so much. Go ahead.
You keep going on now?
Yeah.
Come.
No, we read the point in
Yeah,
verse
yeah.
9.
Come.
Let's get that 9 again.
Okay,
Read that
come.
9 real quick again.
Verse 9.
Come on.
It says, and after his death,
After Alexander the Great death, go ahead.
they all put crowns upon themselves.
All his kings and his soldiers, they put crowns upon themselves.
So did their sons after the many years.
Read.
And evils
And what?
and evils
And evil
multiplied in the earth.
Evil multiplied in the earth when the white man came in power. That's what the Bible says. You can go back to the Revelations.
And they talk about the seed from the bloodline.
Nah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. We're talking about Edom, man. All right. So when they took power, with the Greek Empire, Alexander the Great, that's when the evils multiplied in the earth. That's what the Bible says. All right. So that's what you got. What you got going on now? All the homosexuality. All right. All the wickedness that you see going on amongst all people, not just our people. All right. All people. Go ahead.
Revelation 8 and 7.
Yeah.
How much she have glorified herself.
See, the white man glorify themselves. All right, Alexander the Great is glorified. They make us learn about him in school. Even though evils multiplied in the earth when he took power. Go ahead.
And live deliciously.
And they live deliciously. Let's go to their neighborhood. You know that. You know. I know. We see it. They live deliciously. That word deliciously, when you look it up, it means luxury. All right, go ahead.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
So the Lord say, when he come back and deliver his people, so much torment and sorrow, we gonna be able to give them. That's the reward for how they rewarded us. Go ahead.
For she saith in her heart.
The whole so-called white race say in their heart go back to the spirit. All right? Spirit, your mind. So they say if in their mind and their spirit, go ahead.
I sit a queen.
See, they sit a queen, go ahead.
And am no widow.
Go.
And shall see no sorrow.
See, they don't think they're going to be taken out of power. But we read about the Lord coming back, returning, all right, and put the so-called white man under hook, all right? Babylon the Great is falling. It's not talking about a place. It's talking about a people. Falling wealth, for rulership, all right? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked according to the Bible. So this so-called white man rule everything, not just America. Go ahead.
Egypt failed, the nation of people.
Yeah.
The Syrians failed, the nation of people.
We failed.
We failed, the nation of people. So this nation will fall.
Talking about people.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
So her plagues, the Lord gonna send plagues upon the so-called white man, all right, and his power structure, because we can't fight him. The Lord gonna have to defeat him, all right. So that's what the plagues for. Go ahead. Death,
and mourning,
and
famine.
and that's proof. It's talking about people, not a place, because only people die, only people starve, and only people mourn, right? Go ahead.
And she shall be utterly burnt With fire.
And she shall be utterly burnt with fire. So the Lord coming back with the fire this time. Remember during the time of Noah, he came with the water. All right, so he gonna come with the fire. Where the fire coming from? Volcanoes, hailstones, all right, all kind of madness. The Lord plagues that the Lord gonna bring. Tempests, all right, hurricanes, tornadoes, all that. That's what the Lord fight with. All right, come on.
For strong is the Lord Yahweh who
Strong.
judgeth her.
Who judges her? Who gonna judge the so-called white race just like he judged our race? That's why we in captivity. All right, going back to Deuteronomy 28, it'll tell you all the curses that was gonna be put upon these people if they don't obey what the Lord say. All right, and it's obvious that we don't obey what the Lord say. That's why we in captivity. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth who had committed fornication and lived religiously with her,
All the other businessmen of the earth, these Chinese motherfuckers, these Elamite, North Indian motherfuckers, whoever, they live deliciously with the white man. All right, they do business together. All right, go ahead.
shall bewail her
They gonna be well when the so-called white man go down. Why?
and lament for her,
They gonna lament for it. Go ahead.
when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment,
Come on.
saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon,
And great city Babylon, the white so-called white people are great. All right, they great in wickedness, but they great though, nevertheless. So that great city Babylon, the Bible taught metaphorically like in poetry. So when they say that great city Babylon, meaning the whole so-called white race, go ahead.
that mighty city,
That mighty city, they are mighty too. Go ahead.
for in 1 hour
In 1 hour,
is thy judgment come.
the Lord gonna bring judgment on them. All right, and that's how they gonna fall. Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth
And all these other merchants of the earth, go ahead.
shall weep and mourn over her,
Go ahead.
for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Because they can't get rich. And you know we the biggest consumers. All right, so the so-called white man buy the merchandise from the merchants of the earth, from the Chinese, he buy the cars and we go lease it and they come up off us. Go ahead.
The merchandise of gold and silver
All the natural resources. You can jump down 2 verses and read them.
and the fruits that thy soul lusts after are departed from me.
Go ahead.
And all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from me.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt find them no more at all.
Go ahead.
The merchants of these things which were made rich by her
That was made rich by her, because the so-called white man, everything you see say made from China. The merchants of the earth that got rich by her. Go ahead.
shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment,
Go ahead.
weeping and wailing,
But the Lord gonna bring judgment on the so-called white man. He ain't get away with nothing, man. All right, go ahead.
and saying, Alas, alas,
Go ahead.
that great city
That great people,
that was clothed in fine linen
Read.
and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
come on,
It says, For in 1 hour
in 1 hour.
so great riches is come to naught.
See, the Lord can do that.
That's
All right,
right.
he done did it before in history, man. With the, like the brother said, with the Egyptians during the time of Noah, if you believe the Bible,
That's right.
all right, and the Lord gonna do it again. All right, and that's what we out here teaching, man. But the Lord got an elect of these people. It's the Lord people on this side, and it's an elect amongst these people, not all these people. All right, so he got an elect amongst these people that's deemed to be delivered. All right, from all this what we talking about, that's the Lord about to bring these plagues, these famines, and these tempests, all this. Read what you got.
It says, For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
Go ahead.
And every shipmaster
See, your riches can't save you when the Lord comes for you. No matter how much riches we had when we went down, it was spiritually that the Lord took the spirit off us and put us in this predicament because we didn't listen to him. All right? So no matter how much, your money can't save you in the day of the Lord. You
That's
feel
right.
me? Go ahead.
and all the company and ships and sailors,
Come on.
and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning,
Come on.
saying, What city is like unto this great city?
Read on.
And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, their great city, wherein which was made rich all that had ships in the sea.
See, because nobody want to see the so-called white man go down. Because everybody can do what they want to do. All right, the other heathen nations, like the Bible reading about, they get rich off of them. All right, because we like to consume. We know the shit we like to buy. You know what I'm saying? They ship that shit over here. We gonna buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? So nobody want to see the so-called white man go down. Even the people on this side. Even though that the Lord telling you he coming back to deliver you. All right, and set you up over them. All right, this is what the Bible talk about. The Bible ain't no movie like the church be teaching us all our lives about we're going to be up in heaven floating around. No, we're going to rule the kingdom on earth. We rule in the next kingdom. The Lord coming back to take the so-called white man out of power, all right, and set up his people, the elect of his people, all right, and we're going to rule them.
It says the heaven and earth will come out forever.
Yeah, the earth is never going to be destroyed, all right, but a people going to be destroyed. Their rulership going to be destroyed. And what we read earlier, what we said was righteous justice. Go back to that verse. Remember?
Oh, rewarding her double.
Yeah, reward her double.
Revelation 8:18-6.
Yeah, read
It
this.
says, reward her even as she rewarded you.
So we're going to reward them with slavery, just like she rewarded us, man. And that's righteous judgment. We was laughing and joking about that before y'all walked up. Ain't that fair? Reward her even as she rewarded you. Fair. That's a righteous God, man. All right? Get Revelation 9:13. We're going to show you what we're going to reward him with. He's going to come out clean with it. Right there. Revelation 9:13.
Revelation 9:13.
Read.
It says, and the sixth angel sounded.
That's 9:13?
Revelation 9:13.
Yeah. 13 and 9, my bad. Salah. Salah.
Revelation 13:9.
Read.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Spiritual ear, because everybody got ears out here, but you got to have a spiritual ear to hear what the scripture's trying to tell you. Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity
He that leadeth into captivity, reward her
shall go into captivity.
as she rewarded you.
He that killeth with the sword
He killed our people, and the sword just means destruction. It can mean the rope that they hung us with. All right, it can mean the diseases that they brought to America that knocked out all the Native Americans. It means destruction, not just an actual sword with his sword in the Bible. Modern day swords, your gun. All right, chemtrails is a sword that they use. GMOs is a part of the sword. Go ahead.
must be killed with the sword.
So they must be killed with the sword, the same destruction. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So this would be a quality and a characteristic of a saint. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. To reward the people that rewarded his people with slavery. And kill them with the sword as they killed his people with the sword. Here is the what?
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So this is what a saint will be teaching you. All right? Go ahead.
And it says, and I be...
Nah, that's it right now.
Got a quick script.
Hey, if you ever bump into somebody, they say they're a saint, they should have this characteristic. But this is the patience and the faith of the saints. Not the Pope walking around, you know, that's not a saint. Let's show them who the saints. Psalms 148, 14. I'm gonna show you who the saints is. Anybody can't be no saint. First of all, you gotta be from the people on this side. You gotta be a Negro, a Latino, or a Native American, all right, in order to be a saint. Meaning you gotta be from the seed of Israel. Go ahead.
Psalms 148 and 14.
Read.
He also exalted the horn of his people.
The Lord exalted the horn of his people. You gonna always have demons that's trying to stop the word. Come on.
The praises of all saints.
The praises of all saints. Read that
Scripture
again.
say a fool said there is
It
no
says
God.
He also exalted the horn of his people.
He exalted the horn of his people. Go ahead.
The praise of all his
The
saints.
praise of all the saints. Go ahead.
Even of the children of Israel.
The children of Israel. Anybody can't be a saint of the Lord, man. All right. So if you're a real saint, you should be patiently waiting on this devil to go down. All right. Read Revelation 18 and 2 again. This is what you should be waiting on right here.
Revelation
18
verse 2.
Read.
And it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice,
Come on.
saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen.
So if you're a saint, you should be waiting on Babylon to fall, man. Meaning this so-called white man, woman, and child. All right, because when we went into slavery, all right, it wasn't just the men went into slavery, the women and children went into slavery we took. All right, so all of them gonna get it. All right, so don't let nobody kumbaya spirit you. Oh yeah, the lady, they ain't do nothing. Nah, we ain't do nothing. All right, we suffering the sins from our forefathers. All right, that's how the Lord get down. So we gotta suffer. So that's why we in slavery. You can say, oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do nothing. Why I catch so much hell? Why did God put us in slavery? Them people on the boat ain't necessarily did nothing. But the Lord, going back to prophecy, say, if you don't do what I say, all right, so they were calling themselves by other names, like African American. You got to call yourself by the name that the Lord gave you, man. He's the Heavenly Father. Your daddy gave you a name like your regular daddy. He'll feel very disrespected. You know what I'm saying? If you call yourself, I'm going to change my name, Dad. You be like, what? The name I gave you ain't good enough? So you see what I'm saying? So we walk around calling ourselves African American or Latino, Spanish, or whatever, Indian, which means savage. That's not a nation of people. The Lord coming back to deliver Israelites, man, not African Americans. You know? 12 tribes of Israel.
Quick scripture. This is Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Start at 1.
Start at 1. Con. This is Isaiah 14:1.
Come on.
For the Lord, hold on, man. My screen black.
For the Lord will have mercy
On Jacob.
on Jacob. All right, Jacob's name got changed to Israel. All right, and that's why they call the 12 tribes of Israel the children of Israel. He had 12 sons that became a nation of people, 12 tribes. So he said, the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
And shall choose Israel and
So will the Lord choose everybody? No, it just said Israel, man. Go ahead.
and set them in their own land.
So you can't run back and leave when somebody ever come to you and say, man, this America is Babylon. We gotta leave. No, the Lord said he gonna set them in their own land. So you wait upon the Lord.
It says, and the stranger shall be joined with them.
The stranger shall be joined with them. Meaning everybody else outside these people on this side is strangers to the Lord. Because he don't know them people. Get Amos 3 and 1. Read.
It says, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And they gonna cleave to us because we gonna be in power just like you cleave to them now. Because you need a job, you need a place to stay, you need education. So you gonna cleave to the so-called white man, the same people that put you in slavery. You gonna cleave to him. You gonna learn his knowledge. You gonna go to his school. Why? Because you gotta take care of your family. You gotta survive. Everything. Yeah, because you have to teach his doctrine. You can't just teach the kid what you want to teach him. That can help. That helps that the kid don't have to go out and be amongst all the wickedness and kind of control, the outside stuff. But the curriculum that you got to teach him is still the same.
Right.
You got to teach him about Alexander the Greek. That's history. You got to teach him about the globe Earth when the Earth is flat, brother.
Teach him about gravity, all that foolishness,
right?
man.
And that's according to the Bible. What you had, brother?
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their own place.
All right, come on.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
So the house of Israel gonna possess these strangers in the land of the Lord, in the kingdom of heaven, which is gonna be on earth. All right, we're gonna possess them in the land of the Lord for what?
For servants and handmaids.
Because we're gonna need servants and we're gonna need handmaids. Just like the so-called white man right now, he need a servant and a handmaid. That's why you go to work, to serve whatever purpose. You could be on the computer taking calls and you just serving him by getting his money right.
Right.
Or you're in a restaurant working or whatever you doing. Because at the end of the day, you serve whatever work you do. You can say you got your own business or whatever, but you still got to pay your bills to the white man.
That's right.
Tribute.
Come. And they shall take them captives.
And we're going to take captives.
Whose captives they were.
Hey, reward her even as she rewarded you. So they going into captivity, bro. That's just what the Bible say. That's what God said. All right, thus saith the Lord. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And we're going to rule our oppressors. And that's what, hey, that's the spirit of the Lord. If you don't want to rule your oppressors, you're not in the spirit of the Lord. Read that last part again. This is what God says.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
In righteousness, man. We
Come.
rule them. We're going to have them as servants and handmaids. I don't know nobody who don't want that, man. If you don't want that, you out your damn mind.
Don't teach you that Creflo Dollar.
Nah, Creflo Dollar not going to teach you that, man. Read what you got,
Amos 3 and 1, right?
Yeah.
It says, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Is he talking to everybody? He talking to old children of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the whole family.
Against our whole family. All right, everybody, not just the elect. All so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is the message from the Lord to you. Go ahead.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
So the Lord said, I brought y'all out of the land of Egypt. I delivered y'all before. Out of a land of captivity in Egypt.
That's right.
Watch what he say. Go ahead.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Lord say, you only have I known. Huh? That's Amos 3. It's starting at 1. This a cut.
No, this is
Amos. This a cut right here. if anybody say God love everybody, what he say? You start from that part. You
only have I known
only have I known
of all the families of the earth.
out of all other people
They
on
don't
the
never
earth.
bring that precept out.
Come on, Bob.
They don't bring that out, man.
Man,
So that cut
because
out
that's the
that stuff.
truth.
Lord came back for everybody.
Nah, Lord said, you only
Jesus
have
Christ
I known.
Superstar said, Lord came back for everybody.
That ain't what Amos said. The prophet Amos, all right, who was moved by the Holy Spirit. That ain't what he said. Amos 3.
Amos 3 and 1.
Amos 3 and 1.
You bring that out, people go.
Oh, what?
What?
They gonna deny the word after that. That's all. You gonna have to go along with it or deny the word after that. Because Amos saying it clear. Isaiah saying it clear. John the Revelator saying it clear. So what's not to get? Read on, huh?
It says, therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So that's why the Lord say you gonna punish. Like if you got a son and he hanging with his homeboy and all of them go get in trouble, you're not gonna punish the whole group because they not your kids. You gonna punish your kid. So that's why the Lord say I'm gonna punish you for your iniquity because you the only family I have known. I don't deal with everybody.
And
The white man, so what? He wicked. So what? He do all this wicked. So what? You don't do it.
And if I can say iniquity is sin upon sin, and what's sin? A transgression of the law.
Okay. Go back to the Revelation. Go to Revelation 17 and 5. Hey man, the so-called white man is hated in the Bible, man. The Lord ain't dealing with other nations, man. Especially the so-called white man. We're gonna prove it.
Revelation 17 and 5. It said, and upon her forehead,
Go up a little bit. Okay.
Revelation 17 verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness.
See? So John the Revelator in the spirit. He ain't no regular man, because people always be trying to be, well, who wrote the Bible, man? This man was in the spirit. All right? That's why this is because that's how the Lord deal. He deal through people. He not talking to nobody. All right? He chose Moses back then, right? He didn't choose everybody. I'm gonna choose you. I'm gonna give you the word. You go tell the people. Get your brother Aaron. Y'all get y'all a crew, whatever y'all want to do, but I'm dealing with you, and you go deal with them. So the Lord ain't dealing with everybody, man. Go ahead.
And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
And that woman represents the so-called white man, all right? The race, not just the white man, woman, and child.
Scriptures always use metaphors.
It's metaphor.
They call us daughters of Zion. They use metaphors to describe God. It says, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy.
Names of blasphemy. We the real Jews. We the Jewish. That's blasphemy, man.
Jewish.
The Lord is got leprosy. He's an Edomite. The Lord a white man. That's blasphemy, man.
Leprosy in the scripture just means you lose pigmentation of your skin.
Oh.
Turn snow, white as snow. So that's a disease. You know what I'm saying?
Come on with
That's
that.
what the sun burns people.
Yeah, come.
Having seen 7 heads and 10 horns.
Read.
It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color,
Read.
and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls,
Living in luxury, man.
having
All
a golden cup in her hand,
Go ahead.
full of all abominations.
Full abominations, man. All right, because the so-called white race, we read it in Maccabees that when the Greeks came in power, that's when evils increased in the world. It was always evil in the world, but when the so-called white man took power, evil increased in the world. All right, go ahead.
It says, having gold cup in her hand, full of abominations
Come
and
on.
fillings of her fornications.
Read.
And upon her head,
And upon her forehead, come on.
was a name written,
What the name was?
Mystery Babylon
What?
the Great.
Mystery Babylon. Who is Mystery Babylon? That's symbolic for the whole nation of the so-called white man, woman, and child. They the one brought the confusion in the earth. That's what it means. Because they the one told you was African and American. That's to confuse you.
That's right.
Those
They
are two
don't want-
separate people, man.
Yeah. They the one told you, oh, it's okay. You can eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. That's a delicacy. It's okay to confuse you, to make you go off against the scriptures.
It's okay to be gay.
It's okay that you can have a relationship with another man. That's okay. They told you that. All right?
The Lord didn't say that.
They the one told you that God was white, a white man. Peter and Paul and the apostles was white men. That's who told you that.
I'm gonna go ahead
Ain't
and
nobody that. The Africans didn't tell you that. The Chinese didn't tell you that. The white man did it, bro. And that's just the truth.
They give you depictions of the prophets or what they were. It says now there were in the church. This is Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
In the church, that's mean a gathering of people. All right.
As Barnabas,
not a building that you go to.
And Simon, that was called Niger. So he was called black. Niger means black. So they know what it is. And you look at Niger, and the word means that's
It's a Latin word which means Negro. Yeah.
Negro from Spain. So that's just an example of who's Nigers. They was all called black. You understand? So,
yeah. Black. The whole tribe of the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes and the Benjamites and the Levites, that is considered the southern people. And then you got your northern kingdom, your Native Americans and your Latinos. And going back in the history, when you read the history of it, we was beefing with each other and stuff, and we separated. You see what I'm saying?
That's why 7 AD fled into Africa.
Yeah.
When Rome took us down the road, 7 AD fled into Africa.
Because he took them down first.
Come. That's right.
He took them down first. They went under the captivity of the Assyrian Empire, going way back into history. These people still was flourishing in the land. But these people, like the brother was going into, got taken down by the Romans in 70 AD. You can read that in secular history about it's going to say the Jews, but the Jews are the Negro, but you know, the so-called white man going to put his face on it. But yeah, and they ran into Africa, the west coast of Africa in 70 AD and set up shop there. And you can read all about that in books from Timbuktu. Timbuktu? Yeah, there's plenty of books and you know, secular history that's dealing with that. But all we need is the Bible.
Negro land. It's
It's the Fort Judah, Fort Benjamin. So that's where we ran from, and ran to in 70 AD from our land, which is Israel, the Middle East. We ran there, and during the time of Columbus and the so-called white man coming back into power, of course, you know the rest. He came in the transatlantic slave trade, and that's how we get over here. All right.
When we read Revelation 17:1.
17:5.
It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Mystery Babylon the Great. And it's not talking about physically written on somebody's forehead. See what I'm saying? The Bible is real poetic. I'm gonna show you what it's talking about. Go ahead.
Come. It says the great, the mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots.
And abominations of the earth.
Now, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. That's what's written on her forehead.
Come.
Get Ezekiel 9:4.
Okay, come.
Now we're gonna show you the opposite of that. It only means that's confusing in their spirit. What's in your head? Your mind. That's what's in your head. Confusion. That's what Babylon means. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 9:4.
Come on.
And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Like I told you, city ain't talking about a physical city like city of Atlanta. It's talking about a people. Go ahead.
Through the midst of Jerusalem.
Through the midst of the people on these sides.
And set a mark upon their forehead.
And set a mark upon their forehead. That's not meaning put a mark on their head. All right? Go ahead.
Of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
So that mark go back to being exempt from judgment.
That's right.
These would be who we consider the elect, the people, the men that the Lord dealing with. So he say set a mark upon these guys' head for the ones that sigh and cry. So they would be sighing and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Not just chilling, saying nothing, being cool with it. They're going to be sighing and crying. Other words, complaining. But motherfucker tell you ain't supposed to complain. You're supposed to complain. That's what the Lord said. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, and to others he said in my hearing, go ye after through the city and smite.
So everybody who not exempt from judgment, go through the midst of these people and smite them. This is a commandment that the Lord has given the angels. Go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
So the Lord say don't spare or have pity. Go ahead.
Slay early old and young.
So he telling the angels to slay old people and young people.
Don't discriminate.
Yeah, the Lord's serious, man. He's a serious power, man. Go ahead.
Both maids and little children.
Ladies and little kids.
And women.
And women. The Lord ain't playing, man. This is what's gonna go down, man.
But come not near any man.
But don't come not any man. Go ahead.
Upon whom is the mark.
Got that who exempt from judgment. Jeremiah 5:1. That's exempt from judgment. Like the so-called white man right now, if he an elite, he can basically do whatever he wants. and he ain't gonna go to jail or face no penalty. I ain't saying that's what the Lord is saying. Everybody gonna sin. So of course ain't no perfect men on earth. But the Lord choose who he wanna choose. So he say set a mark upon these men. And what's the criteria? Is they perfect or is they just complaining? He ain't say set a mark on the perfect man head. He say set a mark on the head of the man that sigh and cry. The brothers that's complaining about the bullshit. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 5:1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem.
Through the streets of Jerusalem. It's all metaphoric. Through the people. Through the people. So go through the midst of the people. Jerusalem is representing the Israelites. Go ahead.
And see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof.
Go ahead.
If ye can find a man, if there be any that execute a judgment.
Say if you can find a man that executes righteous judgment, go ahead.
That seeketh the truth.
That seeketh the truth. So he didn't say be perfect. He
And
said,
I will pardon it.
he said if you can find any man that seeketh the truth, who can stomach the truth, because only a real man can stomach the truth. What we was talking about, killing babies, you know, because the scriptures say that effeminate can't inherit the kingdom of heaven. So you got to be like a certain type of man to stomach that. That's why a lot of people don't want to follow the truth of the Bible. They're going to follow religion or they pastor or their own heart. Because the Lord is rough. He say, man, set a mark on these guys. But these other people, these women, these children, kill them. That's real, bro. That's what God said, bro. Like, so that's the fear of the Lord. That's why I say fear of the Lord with all that. That's why we fear the Lord, because we know he can kill you. He can do this. That's what he do. He did it plenty of times before. When the time of Noah, you think it wasn't ladies and old people and kids out there? He drowned them too. During the time of the Egyptians, he killed all their firstborn. That's the God that we worship. That's our power. And that's what the Passover is symbolizing. Not only did he kill all the firstborn, he said, let's make a day that we celebrate this forever. Don't the white man celebrate his wins? 4th of July, he defeated the Brit, you know, whatever. He have a celebration every year, that same day. So we supposed to celebrate us defeating the nation. But they'll have you thinking, that's wrong. That's wrong. I mean, that's us, man. Let them people be them. They can celebrate their 4th of July, but we supposed to be celebrating the Passover, what symbolizes the Lord passing over Egypt, killing all their firstborn. That was part of us being delivered from that situation. We supposed to celebrate that. Go ahead, brother.
Luke 17:25 just came out the Lord's mouth. So-called Jesus Christ in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Luke 17:25. But first must he suffer many things and be rejected of this generation.
Rejected, meaning this truth gonna be rejected. That's why you see nobody out here listening to us. They'll say we crazy as hell, man. Y'all some crazy niggas, man. All right? That's how the Lord truth word is rejected, boy. That's how you reject the Lord. But go ahead.
Luke 17:26. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man.
So remember we talked about the flood? What they was doing, huh?
They did eat.
Was they sighing and crying? Go
They
ahead.
drank.
That don't sound like complaining.
They married wives.
They ain't complaining.
They were given in marriage.
They ain't complaining.
Until the day Noah entered into the ark.
Till Noah got the mark. Go ahead.
And the flood came and destroyed them all.
Everybody, all women, maids, kids,
babies, all that,
See,
man.
the Lord serious. Read on.
Likewise, also as it was in the days of
So
Lot.
the Lord said, just like it was with Noah,
The days of Lot.
Wasn't Noah out there prophesying about it too?
he was sighing and crying.
Like 100 years,
That's why
man.
he had the mark of Egyptian, and he was pardoned because he was sighing and crying. He was complaining. He had a problem with the bullshit. You gotta have a problem with it. You can't just not something wrong with nigga if you ain't got no problem with it, bro. I ain't saying go out there and fight the white man, because you can't fight the white man. Okay, you got to wait ye upon the Lord. We spiritual men.
That's
We
right.
the prophets, we the saints. Remember? So this is how we fight back with the truth. See, he's saying the truth hurts, man. All right, he said the Bible like a sword, it'll cut you, man. The Bible cut these people. That's why they don't want to hear it. They see us, they like, they don't want damn part of this Bible, man. White couple came up here earlier. The Bible cut her. And she went running up the street. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurt. Go ahead.
It says likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot.
Just like it was in the days of Lot, another righteous man.
They did eat,
They was eating.
they drank,
They wasn't complaining.
they bought,
Go ahead.
they sold,
Come on.
they planted,
Read.
they built.
Mm-hmm.
But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone.
The same day he delivered the righteous out of there, then he destroyed it. So we hoping and praying that we the righteous.
So Sodom, is that Sodom?
Sodom, yeah, that's Sodom and Gomorrah. All right.
And there was 5 cities just like that city too.
That's right. It says, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
So
Come.
it's gonna be just like that. He gonna deliver his elect.
So we're doing this right here.
Right.
He gonna deliver his elect in 6 troubles.
Building.
All right. And 7 ain't no evil gonna touch it.
That's
the
right.
elect.
Come.
He gonna destroy it. You know.
It says, in that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away.
Leave
And he
it.
that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. It says, well, remember Lot's wife?
Remember Lot's wife. What she do? She turned around. So come on.
Whosoever shall seek to save his life,
See, Noah's wife ain't get drowned. So she was on point. She was doing what she supposed to do. She wasn't worrying about that. Noah telling her what to do. She was like, okay. She wasn't worrying about that. Go ahead.
it says, and whoever shall lose his life shall whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
Come on with it.
I tell you, in that night there shall be 2 men in one bed. The one shall be taken, and the other shall be left.
Read.
Two women shall be grinding together.
Read all the way down.
Come. Already?
Yeah, yeah. Come on with it.
It says, the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 men shall be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other
In
left.
your mind, what you asking? Take it where?
Come.
Right? We gonna show you. Come on with it.
And they answered and said unto him,
This is what the apostles asked him, because he's telling them this. He said, one shall be taken. He said, just like in the days of Noah, I'm gonna bring the destruction. One gonna be taken, the other one gonna be left. So you like, where these people gonna be taken?
they said, where, Lord?
That's what the apostle said. Where? Just like you, right? Taken where? Go ahead.
And he said unto them, wheresoever the body is, thither will the eagles be gathered together.
Oh man. So he gave them a clue. He didn't just tell them where it's gonna be. All right, but precept upon precept in the Bible. All right, and that's how you're supposed to read it. You know what I'm saying? It's a puzzle. You got to put it together. It's a riddle. That's what it say when you read Psalms. It say how to understand a dark saying, a parable, like it speaks of in the New Testament. You look up that word parable, it say a riddle. That's what the Bible. You know why it's written like that? Because everybody ain't supposed to get it. It's only for his elect. It's like a secret code for his elect. And whoever can see it, not saying I'm going to open it and I could just read it like that, but whoever can see, like I'm standing here telling you what the Bible says, he said whoever got ears to hear, let them hear. Only certain people going to have the certain ears to pick up on it. To everybody else, it sounds crazy. But this is the message of what the God of the Bible saying, man. That's what he's saying, man. We bringing them out. We bring out the precepts. We ain't teach about no religion. We don't teach religion. The Lord ain't never teach religion. We just teaching the word, just how it is. Then we go back to where we live and be chilling regular. We just teach what God really said. That's all. You got a precept?
What was it? Revelation. We talk about what that mean. What that prayer mean.
Okay, well, get it. 19:16.
Okay,
Revelation. Because he said, wherever the eagles be, wherever the bodies be, because they say, where, Lord? Where these people going to be taken? He said, wheresoever the body be, that's where the eagles be. Come on with it.
As Revelation 19,
It's 16.
16 started 16?
Yeah.
That says, and he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Now this is the Lord tongue. Verse 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven.
The eagle, wherever the body be, the bodies be, that's where the eagle's going to be gathered. So he said what to the what?
He said, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven.
This angel, he said to all the fowls that fly in the midst of the sky. Go ahead.
Come and gather yourselves together
Come gather yourself together. Come on.
unto the supper of the great God.
To the supper of the great God, the Lord. Come on.
That ye may eat the flesh of kings
That you're going to eat the flesh of kings. But where at, though? Come on with it.
and the flesh of
And
captains
the flesh of captains.
and the flesh of mighty men.
See, let me tell you this. This is how the Lord do things. He do things through the elements he created. If he wanted somebody killed, he put the spirit on another person to go kill him. That's called a devil. All right? He even controlled the animals.
Yeah,
So
God.
he could put the spirit on a snake to bite you, bro, and kill you. He controls all that. Just like you control your radio, plug it in, you turn it to whatever station you want. The radio don't got no say so. You can turn it off when you want. Just like the car, it don't move, it don't do nothing unless you say so. It go where you want to go when you want. This is how the Lord operates. All right, so you got the fowls of the air. All right, he commanded them to come to the great feast. All right, so he can eat the flesh, so they can eat good. Because he's going to look out for them too in that day, not just for us to eat that. All right, those fowls of the air, they want to eat some of that good flesh. Come on, come on.
And the flesh of horses
The flesh of horses,
and of them that sit on them,
and them that sit on them,
and the flesh of all men,
and the flesh of all men.
both free and bond,
Come on.
both small and great. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth.
That's it. Now go to the Ezekiel 39 so we can show the brother where. What that was, 39 and what, 17? Ezekiel 17.
And the Son of Man, thus said the Lord Yahweh, speak unto every feathered fowl,
Speak to every feathered fowl. Come on.
and to every beast of the field,
And all the beasts of the field, the dogs, the lions, the hyenas, or whatever.
assemble yourselves,
Assemble yourselves.
and come. Gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel.
Upon the mountains of Israel. This is where this is going to take place. All right, after the Lord, after those people that's taken, they taken to Israel. That's where they're going, home. They're going to disappear, they're going home. All right, read on.
That ye may eat flesh and drink blood.
All these he started with Esau, and these other nations going to come up against us.
So those figures are the Jews trying to do this prophecy. That's why they Hitler put them in their land. Okay, that was all the big poor to put them in their land. But the Yahweh didn't put them in their land.
That's right.
So he gonna put us in the land.
In fact, the Most High said we'll never see that land again.
Because
So,
we read
it's
about it in
impossible.
Isaiah. He said, the Lord, how he said it.
come on, hold on, I'll go
Isaiah
back to
14,
it. I'll go back
he
to
said
it.
the Lord going to put you in your land.
That's right.
So start from the top right there again where it say in the land of Israel.
Come, it says, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel.
Upon the mountains of Israel. Because
That you
remember
may eat flesh and drink blood.
that you may eat flesh and drink blood. Keep reading, but that's going back to wherever their bodies be at. That's where the eagles gonna be gathered. That great sacrifice. Because once the Lord bring the pain on the armies of the earth, which you can read about in the chapter before that, Ezekiel 38, about Gog, Magog, and getting all. We gonna read about it, but read on.
It says, you shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats.
And that's their reward. With the fowls of the air, what you see, this gonna be this their reward. You know what I'm saying? All of the buzzards and the vultures, they gonna get to eat good. Go ahead.
Of bullocks and all the fatness of Bashan.
And that's good on that. Now go to chapter 38. Start at 2.
Son of man, this is Ezekiel 32.
Yeah.
Son of man, set their face against God in the land of Magog,
Read.
the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal,
Come on.
and prophesy against him,
Come on.
and say, thus said the Lord,
Thus saith the Most High. Come on.
behold, I am against thee, O God,
Read.
the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal,
Come on with it.
and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws,
Read on.
and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen,
See all that army, horsemen and horses. Come on.
all of them clothed with all sorts of armor,
They're gonna be ready for war. Once the Lord take us, what we just were reading about, they disappear in Luke 17. This is where they're going, and this is what's gonna happen. Go ahead.
even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them carrying swords.
Ready for war.
Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with them all of them with shield and helmet.
Come on.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Tamar and north quarters, and all his bands.
And that God represents the Russians, man.
That's right.
All right. Them Russians and all these other nations, man, they gonna come up against us once the Lord deliver us back to the land of Israel.
The big on the map is where Russia is. So those people who have that land at this time. It says, in all of his band and many people with thee. But thou prepare and be prepared for thyself thou.
Come on.
And all thy company
Read.
that are assembled unto thee.
Bro,
And be thou a guard unto them.
read on.
After many days
After many days,
thou shalt be visited.
come on.
In the later years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword.
To the land where the Lord brought us to. In Luke 17, we're gonna prove it. Come on.
And is gathered out of many people.
See, he gonna gather, ain't he gonna deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth? All right, that's gathered out of many people. Come on,
Against the mounts of Israel,
Israel. Come on,
which have been always waste.
you know,
For it is brought forth out of the nations.
that's brought forth out of the nations. You might be in Europe.
That's right.
You might be in America. You might be in Africa. You one of these people on the sign that you can't be delivered. The Lord, you gonna disappear. That's what the Bible just said. One say 2 women gonna be grinding, one gonna be taken and the other left. And the apostle, she got to be righteous before the Lord. God said she got the Lord deemed her to be delivered. His chosen. I don't know who the Lord gonna chose. We don't know. That's why we just out here trying and hoping and praying and wishing that we are, but
Prisoners of hope.
yeah, prisoners of hope. So we don't know. You can just hope. You see what I'm saying? And just do the things that God say do to the best of your ability.
That's right.
That's all you can do.
That's it.
Hope. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's all we can do is hope.
Which have been always waste.
Come on.
But is brought forth out of the nations.
Yeah.
And they shall dwell safely, all of them.
And we're gonna dwell safely when he take us back over there. Remember what the brother read in Isaiah? He say,
The Lord will have mercy on Israel.
yeah, he gonna have mercy on Israel.
Yet he say will choose Israel and set them in their own
set
land.
them in their own land. All right. Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land.
Talking about Gog and all those other nations, they gonna try to come up against us. Go ahead.
Thou and all thy bands,
Get Revelation 11 and 2.
and many people with thee.
11 and 3. Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind.
Like he put those things into Pharaoh's mind, remember? Pharaoh said he was gonna let us go, but Moses said, I'm gonna put it in his mind and make him know let you go.
That's right.
I want to destroy him.
Harden his heart.
And thou shalt think an evil thought.
See? The Lord put that evil thought in his mind. Yeah, man, let's go up against the Israelites over there. The saints of the Lord. Come on.
And it says, and
I'm
thou
gonna show you
shalt
some
say,
superhero stuff right now. Come on with this.
and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
This is what they're gonna say. All the shields, bucklers, all these people with them. Let's go up to the land of unwalled villages. That place where the Lord took those people from Luke 17. Remember where the eagles, where the bodies at? That's where the eagles gonna be gathered. Where that great feast gonna take place. Come on,
I will go to them that are at rest.
we gonna be at rest, and we know that's not talking about America because we're not at rest. You
That's
gotta
right.
get up and go to work every
God.
day. You ain't resting. Come on.
That dwell safely.
See, we gonna dwell safe right now. You ain't safe. You can't walk at night. You and your lady. You ain't safe. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. You gotta have a gun and be like this. You ain't safe. Come on.
All of them dwelling without walls,
Come on.
and having neither bars nor gates.
Come on.
It says to take a spoil
They
and
come
to
to-
take a prey,
That's what they gonna come to try to do. Rob us like they always did. Come on.
to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations.
Upon the people that's gathered out of the nation. How you gonna gather us? Some people gonna disappear. That's what the Bible said. Come on.
Which have gotten cattle and goods.
Now jump down to where he said you're gonna bring the bloodstone on. This was gonna happen to him when he come up against us. But we're gonna show you that it's gonna be these people on the side that he left these people doing this. Just like remember the prophet Elijah had spiritual power. Didn't the Lord have spiritual power? Where he could bring people back from the dead and all that? But he was still able to be killed though.
Yeah, he still gave his life.
And we're gonna show you something. We're gonna show you some superhero, man, because the Lord gonna give us that spiritual power. And we're gonna fight these devils with the spirit, through the spirit of the Lord, go through the elements, what the Lord deal with. But we're gonna show you. Read that part.
This is Ezekiel 38 and 22.
Yeah.
And I will plead against him with pestilence.
Plead means judge, so he gonna judge them with pestilence. This is how the Lord judge. He don't have an M16, all right? He don't have an electric chair. He plead with people through pestilence. Disease, remember he gave them boils and all? Pestilence. Made they water turn to blood. Go ahead.
And with blood.
And with blood. Bloodshed. That means bloodshed. Now that means whatever, however, you know what I'm saying? Bloodshed. Come on.
I will rain upon him and his bands.
So he gonna rain upon Gog and Magog and all his bands, all these other armies.
And upon the many people that are with him.
All the other people that's with him.
And overflowing rain.
Rain.
And great hailstones.
Hailstones.
Fire and brimstone.
Fire and brimstone. What brimstone? Brimstone come from volcanoes, bro. All right, that produces sulfur. It means sulfur, and that's the volcanoes produce sulfur. So this is what the Lord pleads with. Now let's show you who's gonna be controlling that in that time. This gonna be war, cause remember all these Gog, Magog, and all these nations coming up against the land of unwalled villages in Israel.
This is Revelations 11 and 2.
11 and 3.
11 and 3. And I will give power unto the two witnesses.
He's going to give power to the two witnesses. Southern kingdom, northern kingdom. Remember we talked about that? That's the Lord witnesses. Go ahead.
And they shall prophesy 1,260 days.
He's going to give us power, and we're going to prophesy for 1,260 days, which is 42 months, which is 3.5 years. All right, go ahead.
Say clothed in sackcloth.
Read.
These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth.
Southern and northern kingdom. Come on.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth.
Not fire out of our mouth, but we're going to be able to control the elements. All right, probably set off a volcano. Bloom, bloom.
Yeah.
You know
Fire down from heaven. That's right.
Make the hailstones come. All right, rain fire out of heaven like the prophet Elijah did.
That's right.
You know that story, right? Luke 4. Luke 4.
Called
24.
famines.
Come on with it.
And devoured their enemies.
And devour our enemies. So that fire that's raining with brimstone in Ezekiel 38, when Gog and Magog them come up against us in the land of Israel after we taken in Luke 17, the Lord said He's gonna give us power to rain fire and brimstone.
It says if any man will hurt them,
Come on.
he must in this manner be killed.
That's that bloodshed. Come on.
These have power to shut up heaven,
So we're gonna have the power to shut up the heavens
that it rain not in the days of their prophecy.
and it rain not. So that's bringing a famine. We gonna see that's how the men of the Lord are gonna fight. We don't have like M16. We can shut the heaven and bring up
Control the
famine.
elements that
Just
come.
like during the time of Moses in Egypt, he could do stuff like that. And that's what the Lord gonna give us the power to do. So that's how we gonna fight this devil. Okay, we ain't gonna fight him with his gun. That's his. You can't beat the white man with his gun. He got all kind of guns that'll fuck you up, man. You might have a 9, a nice looking 40 Glock or something. And the white man got some shit. That's his shit. But we gonna be able to do it with Lord stuff. Like Samson. Remember Samson had the strength. He had spiritual power strength. King David, man. He was a warrior, man.
Gun.
King David was a warrior, killed thousands, man.
He came up with the martial arts.
Use hailstones.
Joshua used
To
hailstone.
kill his enemies.
The Lord gave him the power to do that. And
He stopped the moon.
he stopped the moon and the sun. And you got that account of Luke?
Yeah, I got Luke 4:24.
Read that. Watch this.
And it says, and he said, verily I say unto you, no prophet is accepted in his own country.
I
Except
think it's 25.
Okay. But I tell you of the truth.
It's the truth, brother.
Many widows were in Israel in the days of Elijah,
Read.
when the heaven was shut up 3 years and 6 months.
Okay, hold on. Didn't you say 3 days? 1,000?
Yeah.
1,260 days. You can look it up. 42 months. He said 3.5 days. How long that took up?
3 years and 6 months.
Want the Lord risen after the third day?
No.
That's why we're gonna prophesy for 3.5 days, man. Everything ties in together with the Bible. But go ahead.
It says, when great famine was throughout all the land.
See, you close up the heavens, man, that it rain not. You're gonna bring famine, man. We gonna have that power. So if these nations know that, boy, we can shut the heavens where it won't rain in their city or state or country for 6 months. They gonna act right? Because them people gonna die. See, that's the type of spiritual power we gonna be dealing with. Go ahead.
It says, but unto none of them was Elijah sent, save unto separatists a city of Sidon, unto a woman that was a widow.
All right. But that was the point. That was the point. Go ahead with that.
Verse 6, and have power over waters to turn them into blood.
We're going to have power over the water, turn them into blood. Didn't Moses do that in Egypt?
That's right.
That's the spiritual power that we're going to have, man. We're going to be superheroes, man.
He said, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
And to smite the earth with all plagues as often as we will. This is what that's what we wait, not like Black Panther Uganda or whatever. Not that. We talking about some real stuff here. This the real superhero, man. Yahweh Shai, man, he coming back in the chariots, man. You know that? You know how he coming? He coming in the chariots, man. With all the angels with him. Get it in Psalms 68 and 16. Read what you got.
It says, and when they shall have finished their testimony,
When we finish our testimony,
the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them.
didn't we just read about them making war with us? Where? In the land of Israel? Come on.
And shall overcome them and kill them.
Didn't I tell you that the Lord had spiritual power when he was on the earth, but he was able to be killed? Why? So he could be resurrected after the third day. 1,260. Remember that number. Add it up. It's going to show you. That's talking about 3.5 years. 3.5 days. We're going to go ahead.
It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt,
In that great city over there in the Middle East. Go ahead.
where also our Lord was crucified.
Ain't that's where the Lord was crucified at? In Israel?
God.
Come on. So that's the place where you're going to be taken. In Luke 17, that the apostles was asking the Lord, where? That's where the eagle's gonna be, the body's
Gather.
gonna be, and
That's
where,
right.
That's where the great supper gonna take place.
God.
Because after we smite the earth with plagues as often as we will, and kill them in the same manner they try to kill us, the Lord gonna holler at his fowls of the air, come eat these bodies. Have fun, enjoy yourself. You gotta be on the side of the road eating no old road. You finna,
Fresh.
You finna eat some good flesh of kings, man.
Yeah, God.
That boss is gonna be eating Donald Trump. To eat a king, he gonna eat the flesh of kings, man. You got more?
Yeah, and they of the people and the kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half.
Yeah, get that for the brother.
Okay.
Salaki, that's it.
It says, this is Psalm 68 and 16. Why leap ye high hills? This is the hill which God desired to dwell in. Yea, the Lord will dwell in it forever. It says the chariots of Yahweh are 20,000.
So he got thousands. Go ahead.
Even thousands of angels.
See, the chariots of the Lord is 20,000, even thousands of angels.
The Lord is among them,
And the Lord is among them.
as in Sinai in the holy place.
So that's what we hoping on, man. We get delivered and the Lord come back with the chariots and the angels. Give us the spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? Do what we gotta do. All right? You know what I'm saying? With that, man, we like to give all praises to Yahweh.
Wow, Shem, Yahweh Shai.
Shalom.